Steam Next Fest is super, super important to indie developers, and here is why. Steam Next Fest returns February 6th through February 13th, 2023. It's happening right now, and it's a multi-day celebration where fans can try out demos, chat with developers, watch live streams, and learn about upcoming games on Steam.
So this comes from Andy Chalk, a PC gamer. You have exactly 1 week to power through nearly 900 demos from nearly every genre you can imagine. That means you're going to have to punch out 129 demos every day over the course of the Steam Next Fest if you want to see them all. That works out to about 5.5 demos per hour, which gives you a total of 12 minutes to dedicate to each, assuming you don't want to waste any of your valuable time on frivolities like eating, sleeping, or hitting the head,
Going to sleep.
using the bathroom.
Oh, or that. Sometimes I think, oh yeah, hitting the hay is going to sleep.
You're thinking of hitting the hay.
Yeah.
But the head is the bathroom.
Got it.
So that's what the Steam Next Fest is really all about. Hitting the head. Yep. Discovering things you weren't previously aware of. If idle browsing is more your thing, there's plenty of scope for that too, including options for poking through the most wishlisted games or demos with the most active players. You can also sort them all by genre, players, perspective, themes and moods, and a whole bunch of other filters. This seems really fucking cool, Vincent. This is exactly up my alley.
James, this has been happening for years, and I feel like we sleep on it.
I had no idea. Yeah.
We sleep on it. So I'm going around, I'm looking around here, and there's a couple games on Twitter that I see pop up every once in a while that, like, you know, there's like a few developers that are networked with other developers. So you follow one and you start getting like recommended tweets by another, and it's like, oh, I followed this game for a really cool art style, and damn, this other one that they're commenting on looks even cooler. Like, I don't really know what's going on here, like what the game is, but it's worth looking at. And it is like, this is the time that all of those games that you see little screenshots of, or like tiny little GIFs or videos of, full demos, boom, out right now. There's tons of games to highlight here. If you go on the Steam Next Fest page, it recommends demos based on games that you've played before, which is really cool. But then you can search by genre and all that kind of stuff. And so we'll get to a couple games here in a second, but there's a reason, James, why Steam Next Fest is so important. And it's not just so that people can play the games. It's so that these indie developers can drum up numbers for their games. Their numbers of people wishlisting their games, people playing their games, and this can secure them more funding for publishing, advertising, whatever it's going to be. Because, I mean, as you can see, there are 900 demos in this week of play, right? That only accounts for a small percentage of all indie games being created right now. You know, like, this isn't every single game ever. There's so much competition in that space, and some of these will release and not see the light of day. The light of day. Well, they'll see the light of day, but they won't get the eyes that they deserve on them. So this is a fantastic way to jump in. If you are a fan of games and a fan of gaming in general, it is incredible to be wishlisting these games. It is a free way to help out these developers make something.
Literally, no money.
No money.
No money required.
Yeah, if you don't have time to play the game, wishlist the game. Straight up.
Yeah. Right.
I was kind of comparing
that also helps. Like, that shows interest in.
It does. They're able to bring those numbers places. It's pretty crazy. So I played 3 games last night.
Cool.
Planet of Lana being one of them. Highly recommend. It's a puzzle game.
Looks great.
It's gorgeous. It's featured on the thumbnail here. A young girl and her loyal friend embark on a rescue mission through a colorful world of cold machines and unfamiliar creatures. Planet of Lana is a cinematic puzzle adventure framed by an epic sci-fi saga. It's really, really cool. That was about an hour demo. I also played a game called Dad by the Sword, which is a first-person sword-fighting roguelike game with a heavy focus on tactical dismemberment, player creativity, giant spraying fountains of purple blood, and dad jokes. Play as your dad in his quest to fight evil hot dogs wizard, things hatched from eggs, and other anti-dads. And it was hilarious, James. The roguelite included going into rooms where you can pick your next weapon, which was a sub sandwich or a grill spatula. Like, that's
so fun.
It was very fun. It was super creative, and the combat was very it had a lot of depths to it. It was like For Honor's combat system where you
this looks so fun.
Yeah, it was great. It was absolutely incredible. And then I played another one that I didn't like as much, but that's okay. You can skip over that one. And there's a lot more to highlight. I brought this one for you, James, just for you. This speaks to you. I read it and I was like, I've never heard of a more James game in my life. And that is...
I know it says it right here, but I want you to pitch it to me.
That it's not Sons of Valhalla, James. It's not Sons of Valhalla. It is
Okay, no, I
Phantom
know. It's a
Brigade. Phantom
okay.
Brigade, which is a
Tell me about Phantom
turn-based,
Brigade.
real-time tactical role-playing game with a squad of mech pilots. Okay? And the
Okay.
developer is said to focus on customization and player-driven stories, where the goal is to lead the outgunned squad in an attempt to reclaim their home. It's high-level strategy that plays out in cinematic scenes, making it a totally unique spin on the genre. And you can download this demo right now, and I want to hear your thoughts on it eventually, if you ever choose
I'm
to
installing it
check
right
it out.
now.
Yeah, it looks really cool. It looks really really cool.
I'm also gonna highlight another one that I see here
Yeah,
that I
do
haven't
it.
played yet, but
Hmm.
looks totally up my alley.
Yeah,
Is My Dream Setup. It looks like just one of those cozy
yeah,
games where
totally.
you're just like, this is the game I've been wanting for so long as someone who's like into like interior design and always like
Hmm.
changing around my room like every couple weeks and
Yeah,
deciding, oh, would the bed look better here, would the bed look better there, should I put my desk in this corner, that corner.
yeah,
This is exactly the simulator for that.
right.
It's literally just a room with furniture
And you go to
options,
town.
and you just go to fucking town.
I saw you're able to
It's
change like the day night cycle to like perfectly have sun come through your window to like hit things
yeah.
and just make a nice picture out of it. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It looks so cool.
couple more to highlight real quick is Mika in Witch's Mountain, which is a fantasy adventure about an aspiring witch who delivers packages to the townspeople of a small island, and it looks extremely Studio Ghibli. Like it's super Ghibli. It
Ooh,
looks
it looks
so
like
cute.
Kiki's.
It totally does. And then Boundary, which is a multiplayer tactical based shooter, which is we've seen before. It's all zero gravity, like you're in space, and but it's an
Well,
FPS sort of thing, and it looks really impressive, really impressive.
okay.
And finally, one more Sons of Valhalla, a combat and base building game set in the Viking Age. Build fortresses and lay siege to enemy strongholds, gather warriors, board longboats, and engage in personal combat as you raid and conquer across England. This is a very pixel side scroller thing, but it's like, of course, I feel like this is a new wave to have like full reflections and everything on your pixel style game that looks so nice. It looks so nice. I have that downloaded, but I haven't been able to give that a shot yet. So, and that's just a taste. That is just a taste. There's so many more. There's literally hundreds in the first, just in the beginning. Your first couple scrolls, there will be hundreds of games on the first page that are recommended just for you, which is super, super cool. So, this is just to say, go check that out. It's there. And if you like games and you like trying out new stuff, you should give these a shot and wishlist some games. Let's get some.
I want a service
Mhm.
that's this every month.
They hand
Like, give
delivers
me
you
a new
some demos.
rotation. Yeah, just hand deliver me like demos based on shit that I like
Yeah.
and give that to me for a month. And then at the end of the month, if I liked any of them, give me a discount on their full
Hmm.
price.
That'd be pretty cool. Well, I guess that is also um, early access games on Steam where you buy it for cheaper. Like I did that for Valheim, where
Sure.
that was technically released early access and you could buy it for like $10 versus when it fully released it was going to be 20. So, but they didn't
Mm-hmm.
promise that the game was going to be perfect. It might be a little buggy or whatever, but it was great.
Sure.
That was awesome. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please go check out some Steam Next Fest games. Let us know what you're playing and your favorite ones in the comments. I would love to check out more of these. I've only checked out 3 so far, so please throw us some recommendations. I'm kind of into anything. If you want to watch this entire podcast, you can go to podcast services, type in Strictly Casual Checkpoint. It's a little blue box that says Checkpoint. This is episode 148. 2 weeks from 150. That's crazy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.